USW Metroplex 400 active players. I would say in some aspect, and it's
Crazy.
just not that like this is the most consolidated active weekly, and out of all of the people in the Metroplex, we get less than half of them, and we are still one of the biggest weeklies in the world somehow because boy, their passion for Smash here is huge.
Dallas Smash is pretty cool stuff.
Well, JAMA's going to have to defend that ideal against an out-of-city invader because Danbi is here for reasons that I'm not entirely sure. I know that he was down at the Invitational in Houston this last week.
Cool.
Or, I'm actually not sure if that's right because I know he wasn't part of the Invitational, but I'm pretty sure. Oh no, he was out at the event in Laredo.
Okay,
he was out at the monthly in Laredo.
Nice.
And I'm not sure if he's just driving on his way back because Texas is huge and he still happens to be around here.
Yep.
But Danbi is from Arkansas. He is their number one player.
Nice.
And he's gotten like, I think he got like 25th at pound.
Okay, very
so
nice.
like top 32 at pound is big. That's an A tier.
That is extremely difficult. Like A tiers nowadays are like Jesus.
Whack, yeah, they're huge.
Jesus. So many players, so many good players too. It's like it's not just that there is a large quantity of players, but the concentration of skill in those tournaments is ridiculous.
I feel like the difference between number 50 and number 90 on a theoretical 100-man PGRU is really small. Like that's a group of people that can beat each other. But Danbi,
For sure.
Being number one in Arkansas, he's got to fight for his city up against JAMA, who is a Denton player. I know that for certain. He does go to many Freaks, many Red Lines, Super Smash Odysseys, and such. And as a Link player, he is privy to playing matchups that sometimes people are not familiar with because there are not a million Link players for whatever reason. Because this character is amazing.
Yeah, the character's really good. The character's a little bit unorthodox. They have the strong options, you know, like as just on paper. That forward air, a very, very strong option, both how hard it hits and like how safe it is on block. But the bomb play, I feel like, is what really distinguishes a person who plays Link versus a person who plays Link.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
A Link main, and JAMA, right there, not able to get that full recovery because sometimes you just panic when Yoshi's off stage against you. I feel like that's not a situation you ever want to be in.
It's pretty scary, man. There are terrible things that happen to you out there.
And terrible things happen to you the moment that Yoshi gets you in the air and hit stun because he can do any number of a million things to you.
His up air in this game, man.
Oh
His up air is sick.
Whose idea was it to give that move a real hitbox? That was the only thing holding it back in the past. It took Amsa like 10 years to do anything with that character in Melee because he had to figure out how to use that hitbox.
Okay, down air off stage, not going to find the hit. Percent's pretty even here. Just a little bit of nice up smash,
He just charged that too. He was like, "You're still coming over here, right?" And he knew that he was
right
because he had already air dodged, and so he couldn't air dodge away at the last second.
Yep. Yeah, pretty hard to change your trajectory after you already air dodge. So, waiting for an opponent to do that first is always a great way to chase them when they're at disadvantage.
Well, you were saying it earlier. You can tell that JAMA plays Link by the way that he plays around that bomb. He will throw a lot of like boomerangs at it to reposition it as well. He's that kind of guy that you go, why are you pushing basically another character at me?
Right.
Bomb is almost Luma. It's really funny.
It's like a C4 with Snake that you can bounce around.
You can just knock around.
You can knock around. No, obviously, not as much knockback and damage as C4, but like the same idea, where it's like, I put the bomb in this spot of the map. You no longer can be there because I can detonate at any point in time. Now I'm going to shoot that with an arrow, and now it is moving to a different place.
Yeah. Can you imagine if you could just pick up a C4 and eat it, and you're like, no, Snake, you don't get to do that.
Just throw it back at it.
Yeah, it'd be really funny if it was just an actual item.
Okay.
Oh, right there, that DPC is actually going to give JAMA a little bit of stage control, but he's trying to use that bomb to cover as many options as he can if Danbi wanted to float way into the stage. And
Oh, God.
Very funny.
So, like, usually after that first forward air, you know, like JAMA's drifting back there. He's like, all right, I'm going to move around this forward air. It's going to be all right. I'm going to continue recovering afterwards. And Danbi's like, nah, man, like, I'm just going to, you know, I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to chase you all the way out there, and I'm going to press more buttons.
He was like, did you know I have the #1 aerial drift in the whole game?
Yeah.
I can just keep going.
Are you trying to run from me?
Yeah. Danbi's like, I get to decide when people run. I can run away or I can come to you. You have to go with that flow. And honestly, Danbi controls that aspect of Yoshi so well. I know that people are really big on Suarez for being the best Yoshi in the world, but I would not be surprised if Danbi could give him a run for his money, specifically because of how well he's able to control the way the game is played. Danbi often does not play the game that you want him to play at any given time, and I think that's why the young Link choice here is a really good choice, because normally Link tries to do that too, and JAMA's good at that, but Danbi just seemed to be a little bit better at controlling the pace of play, and now JAMA's got a little bit of a more adaptable character.
For sure, yeah. The young Link is definitely going to be able to move a little bit faster in neutral. He's going to be able to be a little bit more squirrely. He's still going to have trouble like finishing stocks up, but honestly, JAMA was having trouble with that, like with adult Link. Finding that F tilt there. Actually, a really clean first stock from JAMA, only 7% on it.
I think Danbi's trying to figure out how to change up that game plan a little bit, right? Where he's like, all right, there's going to be a lot of end lag. I can position myself in this way, and JAMA's like, no, you can't, buddy.
By the way, I've got a bow now, and arrow.
A real one, yeah.
A real bow. His young Link's arrows are so good.
I remember at the start of the game, people were like, oh, they're Falco lasers, and a bunch of us were like, no, they're not. Now we're like, it's not far, though.
Yeah, it's really not far. And we're talking like melee Falco lasers, not like,
of course,
not like
melee.
the Smash 4 Ultimate Falco lasers. I mean, Ultimate lasers from Falco aren't awful, but man, like this is something.
They're
else.
not fire arrows. Oh man, nice tether back to the ledge.
Ooh, yeah, trying to go for the counter hit down air too to potentially seal a stock there.
Got to be really careful attacking Yoshi's shield because he has out of shield options in this game.
Shoutouts to out of shield options. Oh man, miss on the bomb there. That could have been huge.
If you have out of shield options in this game, you're doing good, because otherwise, I mean that's the thing, is that attacking shields in this game is generally pretty unsafe. And JAMA, look at that.
Ooh, nice confirm off the down tilt there. He's killing him at lower percents with this character than he was with Adult Link.
And it's because he's got the confirms, right?
Yeah, he's definitely got his confirms down. Like, that's so important with Young Link, because Young Link puts on a lot of damage. His combos are pretty big, his zoning is really good, he's a really fast, squirrely character. A lot of times you'll see it being, like, your opponents will live for a really long time, but with these kill confirms, like, on point like this, that is not the case.
Yeah, it's all about, you know, doing what you need to do to get those confirms. And honestly, I don't feel like I've seen JAMA, when he goes for a setup, he actually is getting what he wants after the setup.
Yeah, he's very consistently getting his confirms.
Especially with, like, the projectiles, too. Oh my gosh, bouncing off the egg. Okay.
Nice auto-cancel on the down air because of it.
Normally I just crack the egg on the side of the mixing bowl, but, like, you do you.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go crazy with it, down air that. That works.
Whoa, wow, scary, nice chase by Danbi.
The falling forward air off stage, though, a little bit misplaced. Still able to keep up his advantage. Okay.
I feel like Danbi's adjusting a little bit to the fact that he can't control how JAMA can play, and he's more.
Okay. Good dodge. Definitely good response there. That move will snap your shield like that egg that JAMA down aired.
Yeah. No, crack it in half, man.
So yeah, excellent. And really good spacing there too. Like if he had been a little bit further either in or out, like if he was a little bit further in, the star from the down B would have hit him. And if he was a little bit farther out, the F smash would have whiffed. So really good recognition there of what spacing he was at and using the correct, hardest punish option at his disposal.
I feel like the one thing that Danbi can struggle with sometimes is the spacing, where he can be really good at controlling space and making you whiff in cases, just because that's what Yoshi can do. He's so dang fast in the air.
He's really mobile.
But
really mobile.
I feel like a lot of times from Danbi, I see him whiff or hit moves on people's shields like way too deep into them, and they can get a punish, even though he's Yoshi, right? So that forward air was really well spaced right there as an example. That's what a really well spaced Yoshi move should look like. But it's hard to control all of that aerial speed sometimes, and JAMA's done. Wow, quick stock.
Yeah, did manage to find one of those drop zone forward airs there. That had reached up so high to catch that tether. Okay, the forward tilt combo starter, combo extender.
Yeah.
Quick 29%, nothing to sneeze off.
Well, and I'm interested to see that Danbi counterpicked so confidently JAMA to Kalos after getting, I don't want to say rocked, but definitely got pretty definitively beaten by JAMA, especially at the beginning on FD. Too early on that parry.
Oh man, yeah, that is something that has happened to me personally. It is very tricky if you don't have a lot of young experience to know exactly when those hitboxes will be over. And you want to drop your shield like as fast as possible, right? Because if you don't, then you don't get a big punish. But
right.
Yeah, you don't know the timing.
The way that a lot of people have been recommending to get through that, got killed off the top by the bomb.
The bomb detonation, man.
That doesn't happen with Adult Link.
You are correct.
Wow, 3 stocks to 1 already. This is so different from Danbi. This is just an entirely different game.
This is night and day.
Because we were just saying at the end of that last game, he was kind of figuring out the matchup, and now it looks like he does indeed have it like almost fully figured out.
Yep, definitely gonna be a hard fight for JAMA in the rest of this game.
JAMA's not really doing anything different. He's just not like we were saying, the big reason JAMA was doing well at the beginning of that last game is he was hitting the confirms when he had the setups, and he hasn't been able to hit any of the setups into the confirms.
Yeah, he's just having a harder time just flat out hitting Danbi.
Which is, again, if you get the chance, Yoshi can control the pace of the game, especially when you have a lead. It's so important to have that lead as Yoshi, and 3 stocks is quite a lead.
Yeah, emergency down there, but the forward air gonna finish it off. Danbi, the strong 3-stock finish in that set.
And he is pumped about that 3-stock, dude.
Yeah, he definitely still, gave respect to his opponent. Still give him the head nods and the fist bump there.